Taurus out there. Please make sure to get the book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The link to it is in the description box below as usual. I'm going to need y'all zodiac signs to chip in, to help me out. You know, I'm not getting paid through Google AdSense, so I'm going to need y'all to come through, get these readings from me, stuff like this, right? Services, stuff like this, you know, or buy my book, because this is what it is I live off of. So would really appreciate it if you did, right? So that I can continue to do this. But and I'm not holding it all over y'all head. I'm just letting y'all know, you know, you know, in the future I may not do this full time and stuff. But the cards I come up with for the Taurus are the World, the King of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Damn, I don't really like how that sounded. The Page of Cups, the Sun, the Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, Ten of Wands, the Lovers, and last but not least, the Hangman. So what I'm seeing here for the Taurus is no major arcana that represents Taurus, right? That's more so the Hierophant. Yeah, the Hierophant. But what I'm seeing, and the High Priestess. But what I'm seeing here for the Taurus is I'm seeing how, very interesting. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing how a lot of you Taurians are in a situation right now where you Taurians want to be in a situation where you find the right one for you. You find someone that you can really love long term. But things, again, that video is coming, right? Things aren't going the way you planned, right? And I feel like every time I speak to you Taurians, there's always some bad news. It's not that it's bad news. It's just that we're just not living in a world right now. And I'm going to show you all the cards, but we're not living in a world right now where, you know, real love is really endorsed. You know what I mean? It's much more so microwavable, fabricated BS. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the world, right? The world represents, right? The world represents how, you know, yes, you Taurians have options for relationships, but you Taurians, right, may not even want those. And Taurus is right on the card too, down here, right? So you may be having options, but you may have issues with those options. You potentially don't want them, or even if you do want them, they're all pigs. They're all disrespectful. They all, you know, in the back of your mind, they're not anything long term. The King of Cups and the Ace of Rods represents how, so even though you're dating, or you may have dated some of these people in the near past, you're really looking for someone that has decency. And then the thing is that the Page of Cups and the Sun, someone's texting me. The Page of Cups and the Sun represents how this is a situation where the Page of Cups is about, you know, you kind of thinking about the people whom the type of person that you want, right? Kind of thinking about how to achieve that person, right? And then you have the Sun card, okay? The Sun represents this being something where you how do I say, you Taurians know, or you think that the person is out there for you. That's that person who has a level of decency. And they are. You do have people who are very much so decent. But see, the thing is that the Seven of Swords represents, are you willing to work for it though? The Seven of Swords represents you're willing to, excuse me, you're willing to wait for it, but are you willing to actually go for it and achieve that? This is where the Eight of Cups comes into play, to where some of you Taurians may think you're not even ready for it just yet. The ten of Wands, the Ten of Wands represents how this is where you need to be careful, my dear Taurus, because if you're not ready for it, don't look for it, right? Only look for it when you are ready. You understand what I'm saying? The Lovers represents because you're going to achieve this, and the Hangman represents you will have achieved it, and it will go downhill from there if you are not ready for it. So and what the card is saying, don't look for it actively unless you are of the level of character to do it. Because a lot of times people don't understand. Character is what draws in the money. Character is what draws in the social ranking. You can't have a credit card. The word credit means to believe, coming from the Latin word credo, belief, right? This is where you get the term street cred, quote unquote, from, right? People, reputation, right? All of that stuff. This is what a credit card is. If you make it a point to be disrespectful to masses of people, you understand what I'm saying? Then your credit, your reputation is going to be trash. Why am I saying this? Why I'm saying this is because that's how important character is. That's what a credit card is. The credit company giving you a credit card and saying, hey, listen, I'm going to give you a certain percentage on this card, or a certain amount on this card. You have to pay me back either in full in one payment or percentages in a number of payments. And if you can't, your credit is going to be bad. Why? Because you can't even be trusted to repay a debt that you chose yourself to get into if you swiped that credit card. So quite literally, your character is everything. And this is what a lot of people, especially on YouTube, don't want to admit. Everybody's so busy talking about money and doing all this, but how are you going to achieve money if you don't have character? If people don't want to work with you and it takes a team to get rich, how do you expect to get the riches? And it takes a team, mind you. And some people will say, well, oh, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Because you need a good accountant, i.e. tax person. You need to have your head on a swivel too, know what it is that you're doing. So a team of people is two or more. Okay, I just named two people. So you need a team, right? Now, it's the same concept for you Taurians, right? You don't want to be going around spreading bad news that comes with your name, right? You don't want to create a reputation of being a zodiac sign that's only around people to be on some BS. And this is where a lot of people don't seem to understand. Well, why? Because this is what it is that you look for. You brought that nonsense into the world, and when people are looking at you with a beady eye, now you upset at that. So let's clarify. Let's clarify the Hangman. I told y'all I'm getting better. You have the Five of Swords, the World, Page of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here for the Taurians, the Five of Swords represents, the types of people whom you hang around, right? Types of people whom you are meeting. Make sure those people are quality people. Because if birds of a feather flock together, if you hang out with these people, that says something about your character. Then you have the World, which you already got. And then you have the Page of Pentacles. Now the World represents, again, you need to learn to see the whole board and understand that short-term things can end up having a long-term effect. The Page of Pentacles represents, so what it is that you do is allow yourself to not be too caught up with self-importance, right? I'll explain all that in another video. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.